Okay, I am now back from one of the most chaotic things I've ever experienced. I've looked at the Kincade fire maps. I want to show you how close it got. Okay, here's my town. I'm not going to show you exactly where I live because I'm not stupid. But, so basically, here's my neighborhood. Not giving an exact address. Here's my neighborhood. Here's where the fire was literally up in the foothills. The fire came all the way down to this park type thing. Like, there's a swimming pool. There's tennis courts right there. Like, so it was roughly around there, and then my house is like right around like there or something in that area. Came all the way down. Wait a minute. Come on. There's approximately where my house is. There was the fire Sunday night. Can you freaking see that? Can you read that? 2 miles. When I was getting the notifications from the sheriff that this was happening, like 3 o'clock in the morning Sunday night, I was literally having a mental breakdown and a heart attack at the same time. Literally, I was staying over at a family member's house in Santa Rosa, trying to sleep. Went to bed about 11, and went to bed about 11. From 11 to like 4, I was trying to sleep. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep. Because, like, once every hour, there was a new notification from this thing called Nixle, where the sheriff and the fire department can contact you and let you know about fires and updates and everything. Like, 3 o'clock in the morning, they were like, they were texting me, like, fire advancing north of Windsor. Fire activity. Wind picking up in Geyserville. Evacuate now. I'm not even kidding you, word for word, that was one of them. They were like, fire activity, wind picking up in Geyserville, evacuate now. Like, we're all screwed, run for your life. Holy crap. Like, fires reported east of Windsor, evacuate now. Fires reported 2 miles east of Windsor, evacuate now. Like, 3:30, I got those texts. And then, lo and behold, 4:30, the area that I had moved to had to be evacuated. So, for the second time, at an even stupider hour of the night, instead of having time leaving my house over here in Windsor, going down to Santa Rosa, 4:30 in the morning in Santa Rosa, we had to, once again, get up, get our stuff packed, and drive literally all the way down to Petaluma. Massive traffic halfway there in Rohnert Park. Here we go down to Petaluma. 2 hours of driving with gridlock traffic and tons of police cars and firefighters on the way there. Pure chaos, like at the butt crack of dawn. Pure chaos right as the sun is coming up. So we get there in Petaluma. We eat at a McDonald's in Petaluma. We have breakfast, right? Then we're sitting there in the parking lot of this McDonald's in Petaluma for a couple of hours, wondering what the heck are we gonna do if our entire town is about to be run over by this fire, and where the heck are we gonna stay? Because it's sure as heck not gonna be living in this car for a couple of days. Screw that. So we weren't gonna go try and go back up to Santa Rosa for a hotel. We went a little bit further east, over to Vacaville, staying in a hotel Sunday night, and we didn't really like the hotel that we stayed in Sunday night too much, and so Monday morning, we moved down to Fairfield for a much nicer hotel, and then we stayed in this Fairfield hotel from Monday night through Thursday morning, when Wednesday they finally said that you can go back to Windsor and Healdsburg, because The fire was miles and miles away at that point. And we didn't want to go immediately on Wednesday because there would have been like 10,000 cars. So we waited till Thursday morning, the morning of Halloween, to finally drive back to our house over here in Windsor, in this neighborhood. We finally drove back. Just to find that it had moved like over by like Calistoga. You can still see like it's not even out yet. It's about like maybe like 3/4 contained or whatever. But yeah, over 5,000 firefighters were working hard as heck to keep this fire out of Windsor. I swear, it got stupidly close to Windsor. The foothills were on fire. This is my old neighborhood. Here's a swimming pool right next to the house I used to live on. There. That is where some of the fires were. It literally, I saw a video a few days ago of when this happened, Sunday night, or like Saturday night, or one of those 2 nights. There was a video of the backyards of these houses on fire. Firefighters scrambling within a matter of moments to get these fires in these people's backyards out. Literally, this entire neighborhood was moments away from being run over by a fire. And then it came all down here. They had to, like, all night long, they pushed it up against this hill. Shiloh, like this whole area. Like, all of these fields and stuff over here were, like, on fire and everything. Pushing it up against the hills, keeping it out of Windsor. Literally working unbelievably hard to keep this bizarre crap out of Windsor. Then finally getting it down to, like, Larkfield over here. Then down to Santa Rosa. Then, like, keeping it out of Santa Rosa as well. Then just trying to, like, put the whole thing out somewhere over here in this whole mountain range. So basically, the fire came running up to Windsor, almost ran Windsor over past the airport and would have gone over to the bay. So basically, that's the story of what I had to go through from Saturday morning all the way through yesterday afternoon. Because of a fire that broke out, because PG&E was turning off power to like hundreds of thousands of people did not have power because they were turning it off, and and they chose to keep their own power on. And because they chose to keep their own power on, it was one of their own facilities that got blown over and started this fire. I swear to heck, PG&E, you're like, we're gonna turn off hundreds of thousands of people's power, but keep our own stuff on. And then that was the reason why this whole fire started. Genius plan. You know what? Round of applause. But then again, you can't really get too mad at them, because even that is not intentional. It was just they were unaware and could not stop that fast enough. But yeah, once again, hot, dry, windy. It spread fast. It was going right through Geyserville, and then here came Windsor and Healdsburg. Get the crap out of here. But anyways, yeah, it's now 3/4 contained. It's burned over like almost 80,000 acres. It is like over like 65-70% contained. Basically everything, like all evacuation orders for the whole county was lifted earlier today. So yeah, basically that's my story of what I had to go through in the 2019 Kincade fire. So basically that was pure chaos. That was absolutely surreal. That was a literal hell on earth. I hope that no one ever has to go through this in their life, losing their house or some crap with their valuable things in it. I hope that, like, no one ever has to go through that. But anyway, yeah, that was my story of the 2019 Kincade fire. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah. That was legitimate chaos.